Yo, what's going on? Alright, so welcome back to Ace Attorney. Alright, let's continue from where we were left off, which is episode 2, Turnabout Sisters, and the trial of this episode. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 1. We are versing the edgy boy. Court is now in session for trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecutor is ready, Your Honor. It's our boy, the edgiest man around, Mr. Edge Me Man himself. And we have us. I don't think we're gonna win this personally, but we can try. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court an opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution had evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts in this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If I may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer of the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir. Dick Gumshoes. Gumshoe. I'm the detective in the charge of the homicide down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let us use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found at the window here, and the cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. Heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. It's a clock. Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrest Miss Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testimony. Okay, so what can we pick apart here? As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Okay, that makes sense. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Mayfair, and the lawyer, Miss Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Maya Fey. Why, we had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Because I remember from last episode, we determined that it would be tough for someone like the person that called the cops to know that there was someone there because of how far away it was in the floor plan. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Mayo just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradiction in the witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness would always slip up and say something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya to know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, so... No, Your Honor, I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay, so this makes sense. There were 2 people already there. That is true. Immediately arrested me if that was true. Why, we had a witness account describing her. Hold it, just 1 second. Yes? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink claimed was hard evidence? What? Naya Faye isn't suspicious. She sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantage. Yes. God, sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony. There is something I should have told you first. Well, let's hear your testimony again. This in a real court of law would get him thrown out of the case. And anyways, after securing the subject, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on the piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the words "Maya" were written in clear blood. The pad swabs showed it was the blood of the victim. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name in blood. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Okay. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective, Your Honor. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Sir. Try to be more careful. The defense may begin its cross-examination. So, after securing the subject, scene of crime with my own eyes, I can't see anything wrong there. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to clear blood. Check. I can present that. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are you the evidence? They aren't. They are. Are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think thought I could have gotten that because she was supposed to be there anyways. Okay. Also, there was blood. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. It's his whole testimony. Okay, let's find it. I feel like I could press it here. I think I can press it here. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the name of the killer? Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies. It isn't a movie, Detective. Let's start talking about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard many cases, no. Do you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister? Yes, actually, you got a point, pal. Objection. Oh, wait. Stop it right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. But she was order. That didn't go so well. That's right, what he said. This is... Okay, there has to be a okay. So I found a memo written... the word Maya clearly in blood. So the victim, there's blood from the blood. Oh, jeez. Okay, so what can I do here? What's the smart thing of going about here? Because I could I? Just because you found the next, it doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Who did smart response? Well, the killer. The killer. Anyone see that? You're saying the killer wrote her own name. Please. She was framed. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I have this evidence. Without evidence, it couldn't open your mouth. Yeah, pal. What's written on the memo you found? I think I can present this. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see any really? Ah! No, I just gotta press it. I gotta stop presenting, I just gotta press everything. What kind of test? What kind? Well, I heard they take a little bit of blood. He refuses to testify. I am no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe, yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh, that was a mess. Right, where was I? Before she died, okay, so I'm gonna press this. On which hand? The right hand. So if she was laying windowsill, so that means it was on her right. She was right-handed. Haha. Nice try. Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Before she died. Okay. So let's just press this. So I'm gonna press that. See what happened. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me. Just listen. I'm getting to the good part. Just because you found it, that doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Okay, so I'm gonna try all three of these. It could have been the witness, Miss Meg. The witness was in her hotel room, not the office. Trying to pull mine too. Well, detective, what's written on the memo you found? I do want to try saying I did, see what happens. It could have been me. What? So it was you? No, it could have been me. Can you prove it wasn't? So you admit to this. You admit that you wrote the note. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. This is a court of law and I expect you to refrain from making thoughtless statements. And the tear. So what haven't I... let's push this. Do you have proof that Mia wrote this? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. He sounds pretty confident. This might not be good. There was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Do you get a lot? Okay, we've already been through this. We've already been through this one. So what do we press? I have to go in order and press every single one, see what happens. Press this, and press this again. So the music didn't stop, so that means it didn't work. The music didn't stop. Who did Smarty Pants? There's a contradiction somewhere here. So I've already done this one. She was framed. Okay, this is tough because I gotta play my cards right. So basically I can't present any evidence because I've already wasted 2 times of that. So let me do that. There's a contradiction somewhere in here. So I've already done this. So I've pushed all of them. So which finger? The right hand. She was right-handed. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a... Okay, and we already pushed that. So there's nothing else for me to press there. Into securing. Okay. Piece of paper next to the victim. The word "my" written clearly in blood. Shows there's blood found on the victim's finger. Oh, dude, I think I got to. Present this. So if this was wrong, statement contradicts this evidence. It does. I don't see it. Ah! What do I do here? So I have to contradict it with evidence. I found a memo written on a piece next to the victim's body. So I can't do that. Okay. God, I'm gonna lose this case. I'm going to load it. God, okay. No, hold up. I think I need to know what the fuck to do here. God, so what? So what evidence do you press where? God, okay, so what do we press? So check autopsy report analysis says Matt instant being hit. Ah! She died instantly. Ah, you're kidding me. That's what we're supposed to do? God, okay, I am not doing too well. I gotta play my cards exactly right here. So I gotta figure out that strategy, look over the evidence, and see how it relates to every. So I gotta take it slow. So I gotta take it slow. God, okay. So we'll do this, present that, present. Got it! Okay! Oh, I have to look over all the evidence and see how it could correlate. Clarify. You say that the victim Mia Fey wrote this note. She was accusing the defendant. That's really what you're saying. What? That isn't one of the lawyer's trick now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But? No butting your way out of this one, detective. So she couldn't have written that note. Order. The defendant has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? I believe it was the day after the murder. The prosecution point being that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? The second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. The is almost immediately due to a blow from blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes before after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim didn't have time to write down Maya. Maya? I don't know how to say that name. Maya. I think that's how I'm gonna pronounce it. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. You should have known you would have something up your sleeve. Why, right, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham. Nothing you do won't get to a verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second? The defendant was refrained from personal attacks on the... Okay. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood, the court accepts the evidence. That from a blow may have lived for a few minutes. The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's an obvious conclusion. Yes? Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. Poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. I can contradict this due to floor plans. And take the witness, Miss April May, to take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Fuck you. Witness your name, please. April May, at your service. A wink. What is with that stance? Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. We refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This isn't good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you September 5th? I was in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. The hotel room is directly across from the office. That's right. Please testify what you saw. I can find a contradiction easily here. It was 9 o'clock at night, and I looked out the window, you know, and then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Attacking her was a measly girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. The woman with long hair, she kinda slumped. That's all I saw. Every little... Oh, I'm not gonna say that. Well, Your Honor, I see. This is remarkable solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright, what about my cross-examination? I thought the witness testimony was just quite firm, didn't you? I understand you were Miss Faye's understudy, were you not? You must have known the technique. She cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfect... Hey, how dare you? Mr. Wright, will you cross... Yes, I am doing it. I can find something here. So she has a weakness. I gotta find it. Okay. So let me take a look at my evidence. Then I saw a woman. I can actually present the murder weapon here. Because it's a clock, right? So we can know what time it was. Approximately what time it was. So I could try that. But if I get that, this is over. And then it was a measly girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Could I present the floor plans? So, in the lawyer's chair, in the defendant's chair. So that was knocked over to the defendant's chair. That's a table, so the defendant's chair would be about here? And then that's knocked over, and then that. I think this is something I could present. Nope, I lost. I lost the case! Ah, damn it. I'm loading it. Alright, we're back. We're back to it. We're back. Okay, so let me just... we've already heard this person talk. I still hate the fact that she stands like that. That's absolutely awful. God, what is wrong with this person? Okay, so we have to go over everything she says with a fine-tooth comb. So it was like 9 o'clock. So we'll read it again when we're doing our cross-examination. Because I feel like I can pick something out of that. Because I got my ace in the hole with the wiretap that we found. Okay, so I will be cross-examining. Okay, so we can do this. So let's go over this. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna press everything. Why did you do that? Why? Well, like, why? What? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, what? She can't get out of this question easily. I sort of, you know... I had a feeling. I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder. Go for it. Let's see how far I can go. Sure, you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Objection. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think I should be allowed. It should be allowed. Yeah, stop him. Order, Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Okay. Look out the window, what do you see next? I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Let me press that, see what I can find. That was Miss Faye. Slender, sort of. People might say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing. The person attacked, and the person attacking a measly girl defending it. How do you know she was the defendant? Well, you know, she had girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? Person at the scene of the crime was sort of girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. She's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute. The testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what's the meaning of this? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client May Faye, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus, but still, we don't know if she was dressed that way on the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. So did Detective Gumshoes. What do you have to say about this, Miss May? Roar, why are you trying to say you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I didn't think all the terrific little details were necessary. Miss May, the court would like to remind you that please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good... this person makes me want to die. Your testimony again. I almost had her. I got the right thing there. Okay, so I did see everything. I did. The victim with the woman dodged the first attack and ran off into the right. The girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. She hit her with the weapon I saw in that clock. That kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accurate report... I can press that clock! How the hell does she know it's the clock? I see. The only witness you had... only if you wish you had beaten this from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I can press that! How the hell did she know it was a clock? The girl and the hippie ran after her. She hit her with that weapon. I saw that. Press that! Let me press that. A clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Laura. You can't win them at all. Them all. I have a feeling I'm onto something now. That clock presents the clock. Got it! Let's go! What do you say? Revealing? Revealing? Oh, when you... God. You said the statue, but there is no way of knowing just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. He was found guilty of murder. That means she had known the murder weapon. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Objection. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defendant is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. You will withdraw your question. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue questioning the witness. If you stop me to try... okay. So what happens now? What happened is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? That's because I heard it. I heard it say the time. So you've been to the lawyer's office. No, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Very close to the hotel. She could have easily heard the clock. Are you satisfied? No, I'm not. No, Your Honor, I can't give up now. Not satisfied because... it couldn't... You were at the hotel. There is no way you could have heard the clock going off in the building next door. You have proof that she could not? Amateurs, listen to me. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing, you are nothing. Propose a test to see if you could really have heard it. The prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? It's a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case. Damn, the time switched directions. Time to proceed, Mr. Wright? No. Your Honor, it can't give up now. Not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Members of the court, it's a coincidence that the clock couldn't have rang because it's broken. That clock's busted, you think? Just look at it, Your Honor. Please examine the clock. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? Well, I'm not sure I would call this broken, but I doubt it could ring. This clock is missing. It's clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? As you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. And she's pissed at me. Fuck you. Well, Miss May. Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, you must ask, when was the clockwork removed? It was after the witness heard the clock, and there's no contradiction. The possibility is true. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. Can you prove to us the clockwork was removed? It's impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. I'll show you in the proof you like so much. The evidence proves that the clockwork was removed. Is it the receipt that I put here? Is it that? No, it has to be the... No, it's a wiretap. I don't want to show that. I'm gonna present this. What do you say to that? What? I don't regard it's supposed to mean. I don't... Uh-oh, I think I blew it. Okay, so one of these have to show it. It's not the wiretap. It's the broken glass and broken beyond recognition. Oh, geez, which one? Might have been removed. Made by Larry Butts. I don't think I can present the same thing twice. The broken remains of the glass light stand. Broken beyond... Okay, so I don't think the floor plans won't do me anything. The receipt didn't do anything. I don't think the wiretap will do me anything. Holds a conversation between Chief and May. I think this is the best thing I had to present. What do you say to that? What is that supposed to mean? I don't... Uh-oh, I think I blew it. God, oh, I'm allowed to go through everything. I don't want... Okay, I don't want to present that. I don't think that means anything. I'm gonna check that. Take a look at this. Is that a very cute cell phone? You have a girly cell phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone. It contains a recording. A recording of a conversation with the victim the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Cumshoes overlooked it. This good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just wanted me to hold on to the thinker then if I could. I should probably tell you that the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. Had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Your Honor, I think it makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time of the recording, which was well before the witness ever arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, could you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. I forgot. The witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Doesn't the defendant have any objection? Yes, I have an objection. Claims to have seen it before, but this has directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Please produce this evidence. The clock was made by Larry Butts. It's simple. The clock was never in any store. A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. One that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Burn, man. What is going on? Oh, excuses are not on sale today. Whoa, what's going on? And the tapes are jiggling. Whoa, what's that face? Was it you? Porcupine head, the stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die. What? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Silly me. Did I lose it? I guess I did. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear, does the defendant have any opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain the truth. April May knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. However, she had heard it was a clock. Heard? Correct. There was no other that she could have known the thinker was a clock. I could show you proof. This is interesting. Let me see it then. I think this is where we pull out the wiretap. Look at this. Oh, I found this in Miss May's room. Miss Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Faye's phone, were you not? This is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. This troubles me that our witness has in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defendant truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even that was the case, which is not. You still can't have to prove. The victim ever say the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think it's simple. What? Here's my proof. Now we bust out the phone. So it's something I want to hold for me. Statue of thinker. Tell you the clock isn't working. That's what we present. Present the defendant. Yes, we've seen that. Listen one more time. What's up? You just haven't called in a while. Actually, something I want to hold on for me. What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like a statue. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation, and that's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defendant demands an answer. The witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. And she's gonna get thrown out of the case. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. No. So I'm a bad girl. I'm not talking, no. And she's crying. That did it. The court seems is seeing the real Miss May now to deal with her final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy-tappy or irrelevant? She says exactly what wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Does not condone the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? It had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone. I'd like to see her pull that off. I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that one off, weren't you? She's good. Well, you're not the first man who thought of that, and of course I can. And will. No way, you're being serious. I assure you I'm serious. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night. That happened when I was getting room service from a sweet bellboy. Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, the normal coffee, but cold. Yeah, okay, that's nothing to do with you. If you don't drink it, ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Why does this ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not at the time of the murder. So, where does that leave us? It means a great displeasure to inform me that the witness appears to have tapped the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime for no bearing on the current case. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Miss May, commit the murder. No, they are going to let her walk away. There is no way I can win unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, is there anything I have to say? Come on, think of something. Call the bellboy as a witness. Something suspicious here, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. It's sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. What? Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to this one condition, I'll condition if Miss alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy. Then you will recognize that Miss May was not the killer, though she's innocent. Because we know she's not the killer. It's a purple-haired dude. You must also accept the verdict of Miss May Fay. That is my condition. I bet finding something suspicious in that butt. Something suspicious. Otherwise, May will be declared guilty on the spot. What do I do? I can do that. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You feel right into my trap. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand, so I have to find something here. I believe you're ready for the witness. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yeah, he does. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work. Happy to be of service. Why are you still having the tea stuff, man? May begin its testimony. Very good. Witness test. I have to find something here. I'm the head bellboy of the Gatewater Hotel in the business for generations. I believe I've received a call after 8 in the evening of our guest, Miss May. I've asked for an iced coffee to be brought at her at 9 o'clock on the dot. I brought it to her precisely the time requested, of course. I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove, then was involved with Hummer will be finished. Okay, I don't think that's anything. At 8 o'clock, Miss May. Let me hold that, see what happens. Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in her stunning... Okay, they are definitely in cahoots together. And I remembered her quite well. Oh, fuck you! No! No! Oh, you're kidding. We brought her at 9 o'clock on the dot. I'm gonna hold that. On the dot, yes. I confirmed the details several times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she was finished, and at the time of the murder. Precisely a request of time, of course. I'm gonna hold that. How can you be so sure? It was quite insistent to be brought there. Oh, bellboy, tiki, whatever. Something like that. Therefore, I knocked on the door, cracked. Why she would be so particular about that time? Delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Are you sure it was Miss May herself? Absolutely. Yes. So very absolutely. Blah 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 blah. How come you're so certain? She's with okay, just stop. It's French for kiss, but French, not, whatever. I believe it's that, okay, so they're in cahoots. Sounds pretty fishy. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's not good, there's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand that this bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen. Protest. Wait, please wait. There's something to add. One last question. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, I'll give you one more question. Check-in, bed making, room service. I think I should ask him, when was she checked in? I think, okay. So what do I think I can gain from that? Okay, so we can do check-in. So let's do check-in. When you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright, well, very well. My first thought was she was beautiful, my type of girl. It was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me? What exactly was a disappointment? I am not without charm, but I had a little chance. Why did he sing? What did you say? Rather quite... Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, didn't you ask? Nice try. That sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. There was a good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked. You fool! You're not supposed to say that! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then you brought them room service. You didn't see the man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it is impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who is this other person? Simple. It was the man with the man who checked in with Miss April May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? Suppose you try it, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this courtroom. Upstart, amateur. This accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defendant's argument. I expect the prosecution and defendant to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. This is all for today for the trial of Miss May. The court is adjourned. What an episode! Jeez, that took a while. Okay. And in the next episode of this series, we are going to find this other man that was most definitely the purple hair from the start of the episode. So, like, we will find this man, we will capture him, and nobody will ever die again. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, you can go follow my Twitch, Twitter. Also, I have an amazing artist that I use for all my channel artwork. So if you were looking for an artist, please go look for him, and he will make you something spectacular to look at or use in any way, shape, or form. Other than that, guys, I'm out. See you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.